Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. But you know, we're still here, and I'm just really looking forward to see how this shapes out.
All right, where are you? Okay. All right. So in the top right-hand corner of the map on Jagannatha LE, we have our red server player who's on fire. And she's doing well, playing for Shopify Rebellion. It is Scarlett. Sorry, it was lagging a little bit.
All good, all good. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Polish Protoss player. And as I do this introduction, mate, do you want to set up predictions for this match?
Oh no.
Oh no. We have representing Team Exxon, he is Gerald. Oh boy. And again, Scarlett is the fan favorite, but Gerald is a pretty solid European Protoss player. And I gotta emphasize, he's Protoss.
I wonder how well she's been keeping up with the meta.
Exactly. Because again, it does feel like it was December and the beginning of 2021, with January, February, where Skytoss and Double Stargate Void Ray was really popping off, right? It's kind of a period where Scarlett wasn't very active.
Yeah, and with IEM just happening as well, and Zest like being in the in the finals, right? Like he's brought in some interesting builds and doing some zesty things. You know, I would say. And wonder if Gerald was like watching, and I mean I assume he was watching and maybe trying to pull off a build off of Zest.
Yeah,
So
I mean. There's a lot, right? There's Zest, who made it to the finals. There's Stats as well, who also had an insanely good run. Like, there's plenty of matches, plenty of replays to go over and study. So yeah, and likewise as well for Scarlett when it comes to players like Raynor, players like Serral, like they also represented their races as well. Like IEM Katowice is like a gold mine for other players to kind of look at, to study and have a look at maybe new builds and new compositions that they can be going for. So we'll see if Scarlett was paying attention. We'll see if she was watching IEM.
And so we have our first step to the build. It is a Stargate from Gerald.
Of course it is, mate.
Of course it is. Now the question is it going to be with a newer style, more modern style, where we're going to have a Void Ray first, and that Stalker is still shooting that Overlord, which I don't understand. Okay, there we go.
High ground vision.
Yeah, high ground vision's great. One pixel off, and all of a sudden, hey, I'm right here, and one pixel, it's like, oh, I'm hiding, and it looks like it is not more modern one. It is going Oracle first.
Yes,
so
yes.
That's a surprise.
Very much so, and very interesting because again we were able to cast Zest last night in ESL Open Cup Asia, and this is what Zest was doing. He was actually like a nice as well. They were opening up with Oracle, and you could go Oracle into Void Ray, or you could commit and just not stop producing Oracles, mate. Just keep going.
Oh, it gets scouted. What's up?
It does get scouted, and it's interesting how things have like gone full circle, because if you remember, like Oracle openers, they were a lot more common like 6 months ago, like a while ago, in the previous map pool even. They fell out of fashion, and now like they're starting to come back around.
I want to say he went Oracle because the Overlord didn't scout the main. I believe that was the reasoning. I think if the Overlord went into the main and saw Stargate, it would have been a Void Ray opener. But I think because he trapped the Overlord, and got to kill it off, he went Oracle.
Yeah. It does make a lot of sense.
But like he's not even committing to air. He only made that one Oracle. Then now he's going to Twilight and the Forge. And he's warping in more depth. So I'm kind of leaning towards possibly maybe going Glaives, or it might just go Charge, honestly.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people do go into Glaives off of a Stargate, but the Forge should lead us to believe otherwise, right? It's like people don't typically go like +1 glaive at Fs. Like that feels like kind of weird. And ooh, there we go. He's going for +1 blink stalkers.
Interesting. Oh.
I don't know about this shade.
Kind of a bit of throwing away at depths really quickly, in my opinion. Oh, the queens, they hunting.
Yeah,
They're waddling.
The waddle squad is here. Scarlett is looking to push out across the map with her queens and her roaches, and this is gonna hit hard. And this is kind of designed to take down someone who's going double Stargate into Void Rays. Gerald isn't going for that, but what's scary is that he didn't really have vision of this coming, and as a result, he is not prepared, at least not at the third. He's throwing down as many shoe batteries as he can here at the natural.
He's warping a lot of stalkers. His Oracle's trying to do what it can, but the queens are coming. You know, they lined up. They conga line it over. He does use a revelation to keep track of the army, but what's that going to do? I don't know.
Exactly. What's interesting is that Gerald is actually he actually has a Dark Shine on the way, and there's no detection here, so DTs can defend against this, but the third should at least go down.
Will it?
It should.
Oh,
there's a big should there. It should go down. It should die. There's no way that he saves it, right?
Should with an asterisk next to it. All right, there it goes down.
Oh boy, thankfully. And what's interesting is that when Scarlett realized it wasn't a double Stargate play, when they weren't Void Rays to defend, she actually turned the queens around and went back home.
Yep, and now she's dropping more creep, and this creep spread is what I'm used to seeing from like generals or players, right? This is the creep spread. Yeah.
This is what we should be seeing here. And ooh, the Oracle does go down. Gerald, that was his main way of being able to scout what his opponent was going for. So bit of a rough loss there. Meanwhile, we do have a couple of DTs looking to maybe snipe the fourth.
Should, right? Oh, you know, this is smart. This is smart. He wants it to finish, right? So he can, like, you know,
he can get a kill.
Commitment, right?
Yeah.
Or he's just gonna go for it. So she canceled? Okay, she canceled.
Okay. She cancels, and in the end, he does deny the fourth base, does reveal his DTs. A little bit ambitious here, being active out on the map with his stalkers. Has to be careful, especially because there's no War Prism to help reinforce or help micro.
Yeah, I wonder. He's dropping the Robo facility, so I'm kind of leaning. I kind of leaning towards disruptors because he did get blink for stalkers. He hasn't gotten charge quite. Let me check the upgrades. He hasn't started charge quite yet. So, and a second Robo coming down as well. So that for me leans towards more disruptors, which I like, especially because he will be going against a Roach Ravager kind of Hydra composition, but the Hydra stand is probably going to be for lurkers. Just preparing for everything.
Disruptors will have a much easier time against this. Again, like, these are pretty thick boys. It's a little bit harder to split them up. And disruptors also have an easier time against lurkers, which is what Scarlett is eventually going for. Like, Storm is great against Hydras, but they do really tickle lurkers. Like, disruptors do so much better against them. So yeah, Gerald should be taking in that direction. It's a great effect. I'm just waiting to see, like, sure, okay, you can go into disruptors, but like, where's the transition into Skytoss? Like, where's that fleet beacon and the additional Stargates?
He's getting Phoenixes, which is very interesting to me. Don't know if he's like trying to bank on Phoenixes or just building the one, and that one is just gonna be like, oh, that's a second one. Okay, never mind. Is he just gonna like send them around to like pick off overlords, or is he actually going to start building a Phoenix army?
Yeah, it's kind of odd, especially because he only made 2.
Or is that a misclick?
Yeah. Was that a misclick? Was that like kind of like the token swarm host that a lot of Zerg players accidentally make? Like, is that what just happened here? Was he meant to make a Void Ray? There we go. Finally, we do see a fleet beacon and another Stargate being thrown down.
And then he's gonna get Phoenix range and more Phoenixes, and then I'm still gonna be confused.
Oh boy. And as all this has been happening, as Gerald is establishing his fourth base and finally getting it up and running, that creep spread, it's already here. It's already basically touching tips with the base of Gerald.
What if he goes like mass Phoenixes and just picks up all the lurkers?
That'd be big brain play. We'll see.
Like uses this disruptors to kill off the ground army and picks up all the lurkers. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be disgusting.
Okay, never. that would be disgusting. But it looks like he is going into carriers? Question mark. Only one of his targets is currently being used. But yeah, unfortunately, he's playing this out a little bit more standard. Being as active on the map as he can with his stalkers. I like this. You know, clearing up as much creep as he can.
He's being really safe. He's not really like, pushing anything. He's just clearing creep, which is great. Like clearing as much creep as possible denies vision for the Zerg player. And that's something you just can't give them. That poor Phoenix did no chance.
It didn't at all. I'm pretty sure the Phoenixes were a misclick, right?
That's what I'm saying, right? But like he made 2 of them.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it was intentional, right? Because unless his keybind for Phoenix is still X, like what else are you pressing X for? Oh, denied. She denied the disruptor shot.
Beautifully done. The disruptor shots, they were looking so juicy, but they were denied. They were abducted. Meanwhile, Scarlett is hitting this 4th base at the same time. There's nothing here to really stop this.
Oh, she split the army. She split the army from this 3rd base. So Gerald, he's got to choose. He's going for it. He does go for it. The lurkers, they are exposed. These zealots still have no charge, but they're doing so much damage. Getting a few Archons, but she does confirm that there are carriers out on the map.
She does, and she takes out the 4th base. 27 probes go down and actually sneaks roaches into the main. Like, this was absolutely beautiful for Scarlett. Sure, Gerald did reset the lurker counts, and I think he was able to kill one of the Vipers, but I don't know if he can do much else here because Scarlett just immediately remaxes.
What does she remax on? I don't know where her army is, honestly.
Lurkers.
Oh, there it is. It's just lurkers.
Oh boy, it feels like Gerald is feeling the pressure to do something, right? Like that's why he pushed out, but it's like what's he gonna do with this? He's got 1 carrier.
Kind of second guessed it.
Yeah.
Picks off a queen, and Scarlett's army is just like, yo, what's up?
Oh my god, she's just gonna yoink the carrier. It's not long for this world. Oh god.
Oh, and the disruptor too. Yo, did you see that range on that yoink? Like, it went all the way to Africa, man.
Oh my god. Ooh, juicy disruptor shots. Oh my god, hitting everything. The abducts are not there, but at the same time, the 4th was denied once again.
Yo, that is what we call a strike. And it looks like Gerald's able to clean up this army. Charge slots so good against Hydralisk, and those first initial disruptor shots, getting all those lurkers and that huge clump of Hydralisk. Chef's kiss.
Exactly. Scarlett, she's been doing so good with her abducts to begin with, but missed a couple of them there in the end. So disruptor shots have been landing. Beautifully done. Gerald does find this small army, does easily pick it off.
I don't know if that disruptor shot was overkill or not.
It was not necessary.
It was not necessary. I mean, he saved, zealot damage, right? But, like, damn.
Oh,
he wanted to, send a message.
He did. He wanted to assert himself a little bit, like. And I love this as well. He's finally incorporating some High Templar. Storm are not the biggest of deals here, like when it comes to the fight, but like he has to stop those abducts. He has to feed back the Vipers.
Good pick on that Archon. I was gonna say that the Zealots and the Zerglings do meet on the right side of the map, so both players know they're trying to throw some run-bys over. And yeah, this is gonna get scary. Gerald just pumping out more and more disruptors.
Yeah, I don't know.
His economy isn't like, he doesn't have a lot of money, and that's like what I'm worried about. Scarlett's just been expanding all over across the map, like she's still got that, like S tier like macro plays for her.
Exactly. Like Gerald has been taking some really nice fights. That's great and all, but the problem is that Scarlett keeps taking out the 4th. And with that, like, eventually Gerald will run out of steam, and he will just trade too inefficiently and then just die. Like, these are nice run bys and all, but at the end of the day, like, he hasn't been able to deal any economic damage. Scarlett has been able to defend it. She has all the bases on her side of the map, and Gerald is only just now struggling to take another base, struggling to get some more money to eventually get into carriers. I would love some more carriers in this army, but he just can't afford it.
No, he's just defaulting to disruptors, which you know is nice and all, but they only could get you so far, right?
Exactly. Oh boy, now he's pushing into this creep. Scarlett, she wants it. She wants some of that army. Oh god!
What was that, like 4 disruptors that just went down?
Oh boy, and she did tank a massive hit for it, but again, to kill 4 disruptors, it's kind of worth it because, like, look at her bank. Like, she can afford to take a couple losses.
She's just all over it. She's gonna take his side of the map. Watch, like she's like, you know, sending Zerglings over here and there, and she's like, "You ain't taking these, you know? Don't mind if I do."
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Why not? Like, she's looking primed to take, like, the base right next to his. Why not? Or even here on the right hand side, and there's just nothing he can do to stop her.
Oh no!
Oh no! He's out of position.
It's a decent storm, but you know what? Storms aren't really doing much. Ooh, good hit on the lurkers, but there are still so many behind that initial, and good feedbacks. Got a couple of the Vipers as well.
Yeah, a couple of them do get taken out, but 2 Vipers still have plenty of energy, and that's the danger here. And Gerald, he's just trying to send out a couple more Novas. Does take out 2 lurkers.
There's still so many lurkers though.
Yeah, exactly. There's too much here, and now the Nexus did go down. Gerald once again on 3 bases. He just can't get a 4th up. Not for long anyway, maybe for a couple of minutes at a time, but he just can't hold on to them. And sure, he's trading well, but Scarlett, she's just not dropping in supply.
Yeah, she's just constantly reinforcing. He is trying to get some carriers out, but he just doesn't have the money to afford them. Anything. And he dropped 2 more robos to try to pump out more disruptors. It looks like I don't know. At this point, I don't know how much more these disruptors can do. It's kind of a stalemate. No one is really pushing forward. No one is, you know, giving up any ground. The carrier gets instantly abducted.
That it does. And Scarlett, I like that she's backing off. I was about to say her Vipers are running out of energy. She doesn't really have much else she can do with them, so she does back off. She needs to suck on a couple of buildings, and then she can come back strong.
Alright, more disruptor shots going, just barely connecting. Okay. I will say the one thing I feel like Scarlett can do better is kind of split up her lurkers a little bit. She always burying them as a clump, and these disruptors, like, as much as, you know, they're gonna be kind of useless eventually, they are hitting a good amount of lurkers because of how much Scarlett is clumping them up.
Oh yeah, like Gerald is trading incredibly efficiently with his disruptor shots. Like, he keeps getting, like, every single time a couple of lurkers, like 1, 2, 3. So, like, he's doing well in that respect. But how much longer is this really gonna go on? We'll see. Like, if he can somehow catch the army. Oh no!
Lurkers are OP, man. They can shoot up, you know, cliffs while disruptor balls got to go around the ramp, you know.
True. God, didn't even care. Meanwhile, again, just Scarlett not allowing this base to go up. And she actually is expanding here, taking this hatchery.
She's sending a message.
Oh my god. She's like, look, you're on my map, okay? All these bases belong to me, and this could be the final engagement. The entire army's here. Ooh, the disruptor shots do go off, but they do get yoinked.
So many disruptor shots did go off. I think he has maybe like 2 left. Oh, he had 4, excuse me.
Ooh.
It does. He is cutting the army in half, essentially. He's only fighting Hydras now. The lurkers, they're in the back. They can't really, you know, support his Hydra list. A lot of the Vipers are low. I think she's got like 1 left.
Yeah,
looks like, and just lost all her Hydras as well.
Oh, that she did. That was the best fight that Gerald could have hoped for. Like, even though he lost a couple of disruptors, a lot of juicy connections went off. He got all the feedbacks on the Vipers as well, and now Scarlett is forced back, and Scarlett needs a little bit of time to remax, and Gerald should be fully aware of that. So now is the time to deal some damage.
Or, you know, go back home and deal with that force.
No, I mean, papi, ¿por qué? No. ¿Por qué?
Behind us, Scarlett is going into Broodlord. She is also getting ultra upgrades as well, so she has that option. Her army, seeing that Gerald does not have like any sort of anti-air whatsoever, these Broodlords, like they're just, listen, free units, right? Free damage. Okay, there's no anti-air. What is Gerald got? Storm and Archons. The Archons have to, you know, swim through a sea of Broodlings to be able to hit the Broodlords, right?
Exactly. Like, GG. He sees the Broodlords and that's it. He taps out. And I was about to say, like, that's why disruptors are good and all, but they don't scale into the late game once, you know, air units come out, right? Because the Broodlords are kind of like the lurkers of the sky. They fill their role, but Nova's like disruptors, they don't shoot up, and with that immediately he taps out.
Disruptors are like the Protoss Marauders. Scarlett asking for 1 minute. Doing her stretches. Y'all should stretch too. And hydrate your hydras.
Yeah. Everyone make sure to hydrate your hydras. Drink plenty of water.
I've been playing too much Valorant.
You have.
You know, like on your forearm, right?
Uh-huh.
Like the end of it, there's like that muscle, kind of like strand thing.
Sure.
So like if you have your forearm facing you, right? Like your hand opened up, palm up, right? I'm looking at my right hand for this. On the left side, there's like this muscle strand on the end of your forearm that's been giving me a bit of pain. It feels strained. It's not a good thing.
You can stretch, man. What the hell are you doing?
I am
stretching. You're like stuck in like the chair pose or something with your arms, and you just.
I'm stretching. Been stretching. I've been like lifting my. I've been like mentally forcing myself to lift my arm off my desk and everything like that.
Okay, I thought you were about to say like, "Yo, I've been like mentally like exercising." I'm like, what?
What? That doesn't make sense.
Oh god. Damn. Break it to the people, mate.
Oh, I don't know if we want to spoil that though. I'm just kidding. So apparently we got updated on scores, and Max Pax 2-0 Zest. Oh man.
Ooh.
Guess we know who the better player is.
Mate, I mean, it's a PvP, you know, so things like that can go either way, but GG, well played. Max Pax knocks out the favorite in this weekly, knocks out Zest.
Damn, Zest is still feeling the effects of IEM. Apparently.
Yeah, he's still like feeling the after effects of it, you know.
It's like these goddamn foreigners. How? I don't understand.
Good. Nicely done by Max Pax. Max Pax does move on. He is the very first player to advance to one of these semi-finals and is going to be waiting there for quite some time because Trigger versus Jim Rising is still going on.
Yo, when is Rainer going to play in one of these?
Yeah, like even in the European Cups, Rainer, he doesn't really compete in them, I don't think. It's just not really his thing.
Does Gerald not compete in them as well?
I don't think so. You know what? Yeah, this is
top U's, man. They're in their own training, you know what I'm saying? In the top right hand corner of the mat, we have our blue Protoss player who's down one game. Will they bring it back on Oxide LE? We have playing for Team Exxon. It is Gerald.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Canadian Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing her new team, Shopify Rebellion. It is Scarlett. So, do you think...
Yes. I don't know what you were going to ask. I just said yes for some. All right, what were you gonna ask?
Do you think that the reason why Scarlett signed up is because in her contract with Shopify Rebellion, like she actually has to play StarCraft?
Probably. I remember there were like some teams had contracts with their players that they would tell them that you had to stream a certain amount of hours as well. But you know, like, and so I assume like playing in tournaments, you know, she's probably gonna start streaming again as well. Most likely, it's like probably gonna be all in her contract, right? I think Team Liquid has that in their contract. That's why like all the Team Liquid players always streamed, right?
I was about to say that Neeb is another one of those players where this came out publicly. He, like, in his contract he has to play in DreamHack. And like he isn't active like in weeklies and stuff like that, and like he's honestly not playing the game that much, but like because of his contract with Ting, like he still plays in that. Oh my god.
they're just messing with each other. She's spamming that Overlord to run around, and you know, he's dropping the spray. You know? Yeah. But yeah, probably it's in her contract that she has to play in like weeklies and stuff.
I would imagine so. But you know, it does mean that we get more Scarlett like competing, and that's great. Like I love to see it. Like, again, this is her first weekly event in in months, almost a year. So she's here looking to shake the rust off as best she can. And Gerald, I feel like, is a good opponent to do that on. And yeah, we'll see if he can finally get into the swing of things here on Oxide. Pretty interesting decision here for the second map.
We got her a dead. Another Twilight Council went down again. Robo follow up. We'll see if it's there's no Stargate this time though. I recall. So let's see if it actually is Glaive at death, or if he's just gonna go straight into DTs.
I was about to say the same thing, where like we still only have one gateway, and he could be looking to just throw down another Dark Shrine. It feels a little bit risky to do so, especially if it's not proxied. But we'll see if he throws one down.
He did it to Eric, right?
True.
I believe. And with that probe just sitting there with the Vespene gas in his mouth, yeah, I had a feeling.
There we go.
So I think it was against Eric, he went like a 4-gate Dark Shrine with a Warp Prism, and we'll see how well Scarlett handles this.
Yeah, especially because she is yet to go into the main base to scout, and there is a Stalker here to deny that scout from happening. So this could catch her off guard, as we do have the Adepts going across the map, and yeah, at the moment she doesn't really know what's coming her way. She is getting ready for standard glaives, right? Like she's getting a Spore in her main, she's working on her Roach Warren.
No Spore in the third though, so this is a little worrisome. I think all the other Zerg players, they all put a Spore in their main and their third, and then the natural is like the last, you know, area where they put a Spore in. It's a good amount of damage coming from Gerald though. Already 6 drones, 7 drones, 8, 9 possibly.
This is insane. 2 Adepts just got 9 worker kills, almost 10, and that's only the beginning, because as we were saying, like the Dark Shrine is done. We should be seeing a War Prism going. There it is. The War Prism is across the map. We have the initial DTs being morphed in, and unlike Eric, there is no lair on the way. Only just now starting.
Yeah, I'm a little worried because I remember like in Eric's game, the follow-up was like Charge Lots, Immortals, and Archons, and with the lair being this late, like some of the upgrades are going to be a little later. Her creep is way better than Eric's was though, that's for sure.
True.
So she does have that, you know, going for her, but she just needs to get those units, right, the correct units to be able to defend the counter or the next follow-up, I should say.
Yeah, and I will say that unlike Eric, Scarlett seems to have defended this so much better. Like Eric, like he didn't lose too much, but he was like struggling to defend his main base and his natural just because of the angle of attack. But this time Scarlett was able to pretty easily push this away. Not too much damage was done, and she's even counterattacking across the map. Ooh, gonna catch a stalker.
Rip. Yeah, I wanted him to go for that Dark Templar wall on the ramp again, though.
Yeah. Okay, a lot of that came from, like, you know, the fact that he decided to hit the natural instead of going into the main base with the War Prism. Well, he's still finding damage with the Archon.
Yeah, getting that, you know, decent Archon drop. You know, getting a couple drones and a bit of free damage on the Queens. Oh, one Archon. Better be careful. It's getting really low. And Scarlett, though, she has defended it. She's already at 63 workers and continuously growing, but looks like Gerald is changing it up, getting Blink instead of Charge and Disruptors.
Oh, okay. This time going straight into that Blink play. I like it. Again, we've seen a little bit more of this, a little bit of an older style going +1 Blink Stalker, but it can do quite well against roach heavy compositions. On top of that, like, we even have like the Disruptors and the Immortals, so I feel like overall his army should do well against what Scarlett has for now.
I want to see what Scarlett goes into. She's just making roaches. Like, it's just all in roaches so far.
Yeah.
Looking at her, she hasn't dropped any other tech, and she's just getting her roach upgrades. She's gonna like just max out on roaches and push him when speed is done.
I guess so. Like, she's just, yeah, there we go. We have nothing but roaches in production for Scarlett. We do have a couple of Ravagers being thrown down to round out this army, and this is going to hit pretty strong. And oh god, Gerald, this is not the right moment to be pushing out.
And Scarlett sees it. Like, again, this creep rate from Scarlett is insane. She's able to see everything that is coming her way, and one of the Disruptors get instantly taken out. Archon gets instantly taken out as well. This Immortal, good pickup from Gerald, but he has to run away. And there's too many roaches to fight.
And now it's go time. I mean, Scarlett, she was looking to attack anyway, and now she's across the map looking to try and hit this third base. One of the Disruptors already went down. Only one remaining in the War Prism.
Oh, success. Disruptor shot wasn't quite ready yet. He's waiting for it to recharge. Files are coming out, but the Disruptor shot is out. Only gets one Ravager. But Gerald does have a good amount of Stalkers, and the War Prism micro is fairly decent. And being able to defend it. Ooh, losing 11 probes though.
Yeah, he was able to hold the line, but did lose quite a number of the workers in the process. But he forces Scarlett back, and I feel like that's probably a win from him. Things are looking really scary for him, and especially because Scarlett wasn't really intending for the game to go on much longer. That is why the worker count is kind of even. You know, Scarlett, she hasn't saturated her bases, so she's desperately trying to get back up in terms of the hatcheries. She's trying to drone up, tech up, throwing down everything, Hive and the Hydralisk then.
Get me, dude.
Wow.
Those are the best splits I've seen from a Zerg player.
Beautiful splits there by Scarlett. Only loses one Ravager.
Yeah, it was one Ravager, huh? That's disgusting.
Oh boy. And what I love is that Gerald, sure, he's being active here out of the map, but behind this, he's expanding. He's looking to get his economy up and running a lot more comfortably compared to the previous game.
I thought he was going to drop his Disruptors right on top of the Ravagers. I was so scared.
God, he wants it. He's going for some shots, but... Oh, gets two.
Decent hits, you know? But, Zergling run by into Gerald's natural. That's keeping him distracted. He's being pushed away by Scarlett's army. And Mortal does go down. Archon gonna get picked off as well. Bile doesn't land, but forces, Gerald to run away. And shield batteries are OP.
Yeah, I was about to say that the Ling run by was really sick, but not many workers at all went down. Like the side defense was on point for Gerald. He defends beautifully, and now he's on the offense once again.
All right. Oh, Disruptor does get shot down, so the Disruptor shot didn't go out, and it's just Stalkers versus Roaches and Ravagers, and you know they could trade fairly well, but with no support, they will get overrun. Scarlett's just pumping out more Roaches. I don't know about that.
Oh god. Oh no, the Disruptor shots are too good. Everything goes down, and with that, that's exactly what Gerald needed. He's going to be able to overwhelm this position here on the left-hand side of the map, and Scarlett, she has to evacuate. She has to get out.
All those drones are dead. So dead.
Oh my god. 7 of them do go down, and...
Oh. Didn't abduct that Disruptor quick enough. That Disruptor shot did hit, and the Roaches, they're possibly can clean this up.
I mean, Scarlett is playing this out beautifully. Like, that blinding cloud on top of the Stalkers was absolutely insane. I thought Scarlett was dead there, but she was just barely able to hold on. She still has her hatchery. She saved the majority of the workers. Can she split? Split, puppy. Oh, no.
It's close, but this wasn't good enough. Oh. Come on, get that Viper. Just sneeze on it. It would have died.
Yeah, the Vipers, they do just barely manage to escape, but the base does go down. Thankfully, Scarlett did have a base over here on the right-hand side, so she can transfer her workers over, but still, Gerald has so much momentum going for him. He has to be careful, though. Like, he only has a couple of Disruptors left.
She's still pumping out Roaches, dude. Bruh. It's weird because that's the only unit she can get, because she doesn't have any upgrades for her Hydras. And now she is getting lurkers. Good pull on the Disruptor, picking one off just for free, and a second one.
Wow.
That just put her back into the game.
Exactly. Like, again, Roach Ravager, it's dicey just because, like, they're so thick, they're so awkward, like, it's so difficult to split with them, so Disruptors just get so much value. But just like that, Scarlett just takes that away from Gerald, and now her Roach Ravager, it's okay. Like, it can contend, it can go toe-to-toe with the ground gateway-based army of Gerald.
Gerald is taking into charge, about to get +3, still pulling these Stalkers out, you know, trying to do some kind of damage, whatever you can get. Good blink, you know, gotta run away, can't stay in too long, but with the blink being used, the Zerglings are trying to surround the Stalkers. But here comes the Zealot support.
Oh, that they are, but here come the Disruptors! Oh, juicy connections, more Roaches do go down. But as all this was happening, it's not like Scarlett was just making nothing but drones. Like, she was taking up, Hive is done, Lurker Den is done. She is finally working on those Lurker upgrades so she can finally start to, you know, diversify her army a little bit and incorporate some of the more high-tech units.
There she is. She's taking her 5th base? She's taking back her 5th base. Gerald trying to poke around, does see it, you know, is gonna deny it, doesn't get cancelled.
Oh,
get straight up kill.
Yeah.
300 money, 300.
Unfortunately, Scarlett, she was looking away at the wrong moment, as she is going for a bit of a counterattack here, looking to try and deny one of the bases of Gerald. Gerald, though, he does spot it with these Zealots. It does give him enough time to respond. He's moving his army over.
Oh, the sandwich? It's a pastrami sandwich, light. Files do connect on a lot of those Stalkers. Feedbacks on the Vipers, which are really good. It's only one Viper with full energy. Now Gerald, he's trying to position his army around Scarlett, burrowing her units, you know, finding the right position. Viper does get feedback, and one of them do get picked off.
Yeah, exactly. And now she does not have enough energy for abduct. She needs a little bit of time to suck on those buildings. It looks like the gases could go down.
Flop. What? Comes the fight. One of the Disruptors does get attended, so there's the second one.
Yeah, only one Disruptor remaining. Meanwhile, we do have just more and more Vipers on the way for Scarlett. She has a pretty decent army as well. Again, the only really threatening thing here is this Disruptor, especially since, oh no, never mind. Gerald, he also has Storm, so he still has some more AoE with this army.
I like Gerald's position. He is teching into Stargate now, deciding that, okay, I'm doing okay, but it's time to change it up. So We'll see an air toss transition after this, but clearing the creep, best thing you can do.
And like that was something that Gerald was missing in the previous game, but this time Gerald has been able to hold on to his bases. Like his economy is perfectly fine, so he can actually afford to go into those carriers.
Man, is that DT Blink?
It is.
Always getting DT Blink.
He's getting DT Blink. He kills a hatchery here on the right hand side. Finally, Scarlett is trying to go for a counterattack, but yo, overcharge is pretty good.
Yo, overcharge is OP. What is this? Forcing the recall.
Oh, that it does, and it looks like these things are gonna get caught out. But the disruptors and the High Templar are gonna get caught out. The High Templar.
Oh, that's what you call a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah. Every single High Templar gets taken out. Every single disruptor as well. And with this, Scarlett can keep going. Like, what is there left? Okay, 2 disruptors do pop out for Gerald.
They're going across the map. Okay, now that they regroup, but that's the total army reset. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, Gerald, okay, the rest of his army is actually counterattacking right now, so they will be trading a base for a base. But Gerald, it looks like his army is looking a little bit more terrifying with those disruptors. Burrow. Oh god.
No burrow from Scarlett. Her lurkers were so exposed. But it's just a scrap fight now. These Vipers, they're alone. They don't know where to go.
Vipers, what are you doing here? 1 goes down. GG gets called. Damn. Gerald ties up the series 1-1, showing us that he is, of course, an incredibly strong European Protoss player. And once he can get his economy going, he just doesn't stop, mate.
All right.
Now we are tied up 1-1. We are headed towards that ace match.
What map? Romanticide. Bet. Damn it.
Ooh.
Damn, everyone's here. What the hell?
Yeah, it looks like a couple of more series have finished up, so more people are hopping on in. As I refresh that bracket, let's have a look to see what has happened while we were in that game. Ooh, Bly versus Special is actually going on right now.
And no one's casting that?
I hope Chicken Man is there. I hope someone better be casting that in English.
Like goodness, that sounds like a good match. I don't know which one you are. Okay, you're 7. All right. Here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we are on our ace match for the series on Pillars of Gold LE. I totally forgot that predictions were still going on. I thought it was for the last series, but we have our blue Protoss player playing for Team Exxon. It is Gerald.
Tell you, I knew that this was a series for them predictions, as spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the Canadian Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing her new team, Shopify Rebellion. It is Scarlett. Yo. And then predictions. It's split pretty even. It's actually slightly in Gerald's favor.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
I'm surprised she hasn't done anything cheeky.
Yeah. I mean, maybe because like after game 1, she was like feeling really confident. But I would have expected her to be a little bit more aggressive here in game 2. I wouldn't be opposed to even, I don't know, maybe even seeing some Spire play. It's hard to say.
I was expecting a proxy hatchery, but okay. You were thinking Spire play? I was thinking proxy hatchery across the map, like pulling something from No Regrets playbook, after like a year of GSO, that's all she did. But
true. I mean, I don't blame her, especially because like she's playing this, she's like looking to get back into form, right? Like I don't know how much, I don't know how much value there is in like being ultra like cheesy. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes, because I feel like Pillars of Gold is a little bit more like Zerg favored, in the sense that it's a lot more open. It's a lot more difficult to defend your outer bases. So her counterattacks could deal a lot more damage. Because if you recall, in the previous game, mate, she dealt no counter damage. She'd just try to send lings across the map. She'd slip into like mineral lines and stuff, but like no economic damage was done whatsoever.
It was very surprising. It shows how OP shield batteries are, you know?
It shows how strong Protoss can be defensively. But
the shield batteries are really
yeah, they're pretty strong. But like, yeah, that's why I would say that on a map like this, it should be a little bit easier for Scarlett to harass and kind of get into the swing of things and really punish Gerald for his expansion and send his greed, and not allow him to get into the game he wants to. We'll see.
Who's the greedy one though? Like, she's taking a very aggressive third, a forward third, I would say. And I mean, I don't know if that, to me, sounds like she wants to do something aggressive. Like she wants, reinforcements to get to Gerald's base quicker. Like he sees it. He saw the hatchery, and he can try to punish it. We'll see if he does.
Yeah. Again, this could also be a tell. It's possible that Scarlett wants to use this space as a bit of a launch pad to like spread creep a little bit faster and then just waddle across the map with queens. That's, if you recall, that's something that she tried to do in game 1 of this series. On Jagannath, right? Was that game 1? Was that? Yeah. It was.
I remember. That's what I remember.
Yeah. So, she was looking to be a little bit more aggressive with queens there. So maybe she's looking to do the same. Meanwhile, Gerald, once again, going for the Dark Shrine.
Let me see that DT wall on the ramp. I want to see that again. It's super cute.
Oh, meanwhile, these two adepts are going to sneak in. And last time we saw these two adepts, they got 9 kills in the previous game.
They might get more. Well, they might get 9 kills again. These devs are not being contested. Already 5 drones do go down. They've transferred over to the main 6, 7. Give me an 8.
Oh, 8. God. Oh, God.
Hey, it's 1 less than last game,
Regardless, 8 is a lot for 2 adepts, and I guess this is the build that Gerald is most confident in or comfortable with, because we've seen him do this now 3 times already. Just going for the DTs. Scarlett should be a little bit more prepared against this, because she already faced it once, and the first time it didn't even deal that much damage.
War Prism is going across the map. I don't know if it got seen quite yet, but looks like 4 GTs being warped in. They are heading over the Overlord. I mean, she should see something now.
Oh god, this is scary. The Laro is on the way, and the Spore gets surrounded. No!
The Dark Templars, they're on the hunt.
They're on the hunt, mate. They want some more. This time, I mean, Scarlett should be able to defend her main base, but her natural's dead. Like, that's just straight up a dead hatchery, right?
Yo, Transfuse is pretty good, though.
She has 1 Transfuse. That's all she's got. Not even.
She doesn't transfuse the hatchery. No, she doesn't transfuse the hatchery. But that Roach Warren is halfway, to death, but Zergling's too good. Surrounding that Dark Templar. The best units.
Unfortunately, unlike last, if you recall, last time at least Scarlett had like a couple of scouting lings and they saw the War Prism come out. This game she did not. All her lings were actually taking out the probe that was trying to expand and take a third. So even though she delayed the natural, the third base, which was great, she missed out on that War Prism. Now the DTs are going in to deal more damage.
Yeah, they're gonna get that Spore Crawler once again. They're gonna get this hatchery is the question. The more DTs.
Oh god, they get a kill. It wasn't cancelled.
Oh, no. These DTs are just pulling her apart, man.
Yeah, not like this. Okay, she is counterattacking across the map with some lings looking to take out this pylon at least. This Immortal and Stalker, okay, a little bit exposed. Maybe find some more damage. Forces the DTs back home. But is that enough?
No. No.
No, no, not at all. Oh god, I mean, she is still working on her roach up. Like, you know, we do have roach speed on the way. She does have her lair, but like, she needs to double. I like this. She needs to double expand. She needs to somehow buy enough time to get back into this, and be able to drone up and get into this game. Oh boy.
Yeah, she ain't gonna have that time. Light speed just finished. He has about 8 gateways ready to go. He's going for it.
This is it, mate. He's going across the map, and Scarlett, she has a handful of roaches, a handful of queens. There's no like sack defense, like there's no spine crawlers, there's no lings. I don't know how she holds this, mate. This could be it.
Oh, the Zealots used their charge on something random. I didn't see it. The Archons are being dropped forward. She has a good amount of queens though, and the transfuses are pretty good. One of the queens do fall. The bios don't connect with anything at all. And there's so many Zealots. They're just rushing in. The Archons doing good splash damage as a support, and the Immortals are in the back just shooting away at these roaches. The Zealots reinforce again.
Yeah. That they are. The drones are forced off the line. Scarlett is trying to hold on top of the ramp, but with that Warp Prism, with those Zealot reinforcements, like he's just pushing on in up the ramp. The natural once again could go down.
Biles dropping down. His forces are, you know, getting thinner. It's only a couple Archons, but the Immortals are the ones that are hitting the hardest here. GG is called. Gerald beating Scarlett.
Gerald. He takes down Scarlett. Scarlett's still not in that top form that we would expect her to be at. Again, we know her feelings on this matchup, struggling against Protoss most of all. And Gerald, mate, he didn't even sky toss it up. He never even went for the double Stargate Void Ray play.
Doesn't need it. Doesn't need it at all.
GG, well played. Gerald moves on in the bracket, moves on and advances to the semis.